Okay, here we go. Welcome to Bellwright. We're going to be playing through this game. I'm going to do a new game this time. I've already got a few characters, played through it a couple times, got to the end. I'm going to have to reset my... I think it's in here. I can reset my stuff back to default, because I had it set... Oh no, I think that's right. Oh, it is default. So we're going to do it kind of as a tips and tricks video, as a walkthrough, as its current state, being early access. So raids enabled, raids on outposts enabled. I think I'm okay with that. Frequency, we'll leave it at medium. Raid strength is medium. Yeah, we'll keep all this stuff the same. That's cool that that's automatically off. Simultaneous attacks. Bandit migration, I haven't dealt with that. Maybe we'll put that on low, just because I don't know how often it happens. Spoilage, speed. I like to mess with either one of these. Not too much. Like, I'm not going to go, 25% less. But I feel like they hunger. It's probably accurate. I mean, it's a whole day and they get hungry, but you can do spoilage. Yeah, so we'll do it at like 80%. We'll leave all the damages and stuff the same, same with the skills as well. Alright, we're gonna go with Ronin. And I already tried out my other character's Ronin already. We'll do... See if I can do it. I'll just do it as one word. Ronin T. Alright, pick a guy. When she does hers, it will be whatever she wants. Let's go through this stuff and look at these real quick. I kind of want to pick... Could just randomize it maybe, see what happens. Alright, we're not going to pick the girls. That's not too bad, I guess. It's the hair. There's only a couple options. Big old bushy beard, maybe. Wish there was a slicked back. That one's alright. Alright, here we go. We'll go with that.
Isn't it funny how one small decision can have consequences that ripple through history? Or are we victims of a predetermined path? Was it chosen for you the day you visited your favorite woods on your 10th birthday? Was it destiny that the royal family were hunting there at the same time? From a tree on high, you watched as Prince Vuldar and Princess Osen laughed, talked, and tracked wild animals without a care in the world. And you watched in helpless horror as a stray arrow bolted through the trees, hitting the prince in the chest like a lightning strike. Just like that, dead. Her brother's dead body, it felt as though the gods were playing a cruel trick on you all. In the panic and confusion, you ran from the scene as fast as your legs would carry you. Fueled by rage and grief, the king demanded the head of any child who fit your description. Fearing for your life, your father asked a friend to bring you far away. Away from the king's wrath. In the middle of the night, you were taken from your home and brought away on horseback. In tears, you called out to your mother, but it was too late. Your old life was over. For years, you hid from the royal family, your resentment growing. You heard stories of your homeland, the rise and fall of a rebellion, the death of the king, and the reign of the evil Queen Osen. But on the eve of your 20th birthday, your guardian, the man who smuggled you out of Karvenia and kept you safe all these years, was brutally killed by a mysterious assassin. As he died in your arms, his hand clutched a coin with a strange sigil emblazoned upon it, a clue. Now, you have returned to your homeland for answers. Through choice or through fate, vengeance would be yours. But how will you fare in a land you no longer recognize?
Wow, that was really good. I don't know if they changed that from the first time I watched it back when it came out. I played it in its very first iteration. I feel like they've added something to it. I don't know. It could just be that I haven't seen it in so long. But here we are. And again, I apologize for any stuttering and stopping and skipping. I am playing this on NVIDIA GeForce now. Streaming it essentially, so there will be some issues throughout, so please bear with me. Alright, so I kind of blasted through that paper over there, but I'm gonna, even though I've played through this a few times already, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to help new players out. I've watched a lot of other people play this game, and I give tips and ideas and stuff to players that are playing it, but I don't know, I want to do it myself. I like playing video games, and Bellwright, it's one of my favorite. So I'm going to not spoil anything by telling you what's going to happen. Let's just go through it at a time, and I'll let you guys hear the stuff. I know it's all AI voiced for now, but I will respond. I will take my time, essentially, because I speeding through the game, all my other playthroughs, I'm like, I know what these guys are saying, so this time we're going to go through it at a pace that everyone can follow, hopefully. But when it comes to these papers, I'm not going to read them. I am just going to open it. You guys can pause and read if you want as well. Torn piece of paper in here. And then I'll just do that real quick so you guys can get it. Last words of the Bellwright. There's that as well. So I'm going to grab this chest. Apple, some money, cooked meat. Currently start with an apple and a berry in your inventory, or in your belly, essentially. Top left shows your gold, your renown, which currently sets at 0. The food you have currently eaten, you can eat 3 different foods at a time. Each give you bonuses to health, the regeneration, and stamina, as well as regeneration. The apples give you experience gain for your skills. Berries, kind of the same thing. You can have 3 different types. So, like, you can have berry, and then there's different things you can do with berries, like dried berries later on. You can have a berry, dried berry. Every type of food you can eat, you can have, and it gives you different ones. You can have 3 at a time, and they boost your stuff. So this, certainly you get closer to villages, you won't be able to pick up stuff. So, like, we're close to Herondine, which is the first town. So right now my quest is searching for answers. You watch the video, tells me to go to Dobrin, Yorkland. So obviously another thing, holding shift to run. If you run on roads, your stamina will go down a lot slower. So ensure you do that everywhere you go, and you will
Our ancestors must be weak
find
in
it
their
easier to
grave.
play the game, because I was running out of stamina a lot by running on the grass. And you can have your own dirt roads now. So once you get
Stop wandering
researched up,
around.
you can make them for your own towns. I'm not going to get too far ahead. Here's Dobrin, Yorkland, the Elder. Let's see what he says.
I think we need to talk, traveller. You're a new face around here, and new faces showing up rarely ends well for this village. I have a duty to my village first and foremost. I need to know who you are and why you came here.
Alright, I'm going to play this one as a nice guy, so I'm not going to be like some options. Number 2, a little bit more forward, but I'm just going to say I mean no harm. I came to the lowlands looking for some answers.
Looking for answers, huh? In a perfect world, I could give you all the information you need and you could be on your way. But speaking openly can be a death sentence these days. As long as you're asking questions, you're putting us in danger.
Alright, so do I have your permission to stay in the village for now at least?
No. But you have my permission to build a shelter on the outskirts of the village. Come back once you're set up, and maybe you can earn your keep.
Alright, so you can just end it. You know, either one gives you the same result, but I'll do just that, and I plan to earn your trust one way or another. So now I have to build a personal shack. Alright, so if you go to this sign right here, well, it's going to walk through these tutorials. You can look through them there if you want. It goes through a little video to kind of gives you the idea of building and all that stuff. You can turn those off. I'm going to leave them on because they'll pop up when the game comes in because I'm running it through. So this, every town has these little boards. These are not quests. These are information. So I'm just going to do what I just did. Solstice. There's that. If you guys want to read that. There's taxes for good. Excuse me, I clicked the wrong one. Taxes for safety. I must have looked at the different one. Here's this one. Threat for heroism. And heroism, excuse me. Bradford election is close. Rewards await the loyal. And then wolves. Alright, so there's those. So as a merchant here, you do start out with some gold. Actually, I've never... At the beginning, I think you can buy an axe from this guy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's blurry. It'll happen from time to time. I traveled here from Worcesterfield, and I was trying to gather information.
Well, this puts me in a difficult situation. You see, we have to be wary of newcomers in our village. While there is much to learn about our beautiful home, the Elder himself determines how welcome you are. And defying that rule is more than my job here is worth. Speak to him first.
Did that already, so... But you're still willing to trade with me, despite the lack of trust.
Of course. I'm not so paranoid that I'll turn away a potential customer. I still have to eat. Anything else?
Alright, let me go ahead and see what you have for sale. So I have 15 gold. I don't think I can buy anything. He says what he's buying. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not. For some reason it doesn't record my mouse, but... so I don't have enough to buy anything. Even the simple axe is too much. And then if you have this stuff, he'll buy this from you for these prices. And these numbers on the left where it says feathers, 15, he will buy a total of 15 feathers for, I think that's 15 gold a piece. Same with the berry jam and all that stuff. You can sell that stuff too. Now it's getting clear, you can see again. Also, I did pick up meat, so I'm going to, this meat gives you, it lasts for 6 hours and 16 minutes, gives you 35 health total and 12 stamina, and then those regenerations on there. So you can double click it, I think. No, you have to hold down, right click, and it'll eat it. And then it boosts your stuff top left. You can see the health bar jumped up, and the stamina jumped up very little. So we have that. The apple is about to go out as well. Oh, there goes the apple. So we're going to eat the other apple that I just picked up. And then we got all that back. So now we're good. So now we're going to run down here. So what first you want to do, just like in a lot of survival games, if anybody's played them, they haven't played them, is you want to make your tools. Now, in this game, all you need to start out is a chopping axe. You'll need wood and sticks. So we're still too close to town. You gotta go pretty far to get down there. Those are the Brigands. They work for Lord Ashbourne. So I'm gonna follow the road. I've played this a few times, so I know kind of a better area to start. Now there is a little bit of difficulty in some of these areas because of bandits. I'm not going to go too far. I usually just make by these hardwood trees. So these big tall trees, they're regular trees. These little ones here with where my head is at, those are hardwood. You can't even chop those down until you're in tier 2 and you have the rugged axe. I usually start right about there, where those bundle of trees are, and I put my little village, starting village here. We're gonna go a little bit further south because I'm gonna try to make this my best playthrough so far. Maybe, I don't know. So. Alright, so I'm gonna get some stuff here, so we can just pick up like anything off the ground pretty much. I have to find the right spot. Stones early on are hard to find, as he finds one immediately. And it unlocks what it is for you. There's another stone. I think you need... There's also some places you get berries. The ones like that, where it's just rock, you have to harvest with a pickaxe. Just gonna pick up a bunch of these stones. Because they are pretty difficult to find usually. You can find them near these walls usually, and if there's any boulders on the ground you can usually find stones. Sometimes there's not. Now underneath all those hardwood trees that I mentioned, there will be sticks on the ground. You can also find sticks every once in a while. Not over there, like here, this dead wood. Those are wood. There's a rabbit over there, if you guys saw that. Good luck trying to catch it. You need a trap to catch those things. You can shoot them with arrows, and eventually when you become fast enough to do so, pick these berries up too. You can, I don't know why I had a berry already, I guess it didn't register it. You can kill the rabbits with a melee weapon if you're fast enough and you have a weapon that'll do it. So I'm going to go into, like I said, this hardwood area where there's a lot of sticks. See, underneath these hardwood there's a bunch of sticks. I'm going to pick up all this wood. Over here's a couple more. And that's a sapling. You can pull that out of the ground. Get a couple wood from that one. There's another. I'm trying to get as many of these sticks. I think it takes six sticks maybe to make a thing. So early on in the game it is going to be slower. The first day you want to try to maximize as much as you can. So what you can do first, you can create 3 things in your inventory. You can create the simple axe, the torch, and the premium club. So I've used the torch a couple times. It's not really my thing. Club, the difference between the club and the axe is the axe does do more damage than the club. It has, it tells you what hand it is, right? It's essentially one-handed or two-handed. It's not right and left. You can put them wherever you want in 1 or 2. These are for your one-handed weapons. This slot is for either your bow, your shield, or a two-handed weapon. You cannot dual wield. It's not that kind of game. I always go with the axe as the weapon early on. I rarely ever make this, even for myself, even though it just takes wood. I'd rather just make all my guys axes. I want to make myself axe. Just hold down on it, right, left click, excuse me. And you can left click on it, it'll equip it, but it always goes into the 1 slot. So like if I have a weapon here and it's weird. So usually you can, just drag it over or whatever. We also have quick slots down here. If you want to hit number 4 or whatever, I always save this thumb mouse button for my potions when I get them later on in the game. But I'm just going to show you put the berry in there, and then later on you can just hit number 4 and it'll pop down here at the bottom left. It'll pop a berry if you have one in your thing. So I'm going to grab some flax. Is what we currently need next. It doesn't really give you, it just says build a shack. So if you do hit B, which I'm going to show you where I want to build. Let me check the map real quick. Go in the wrong direction. I need to go, I was going the right way, this way. Let me grab this flax first, because you need flax to build your house. You can wait on the sage. Don't waste space, because as you see, you have very limited space. You only have 30 spaces starting out. You'll need the sage later. The sage is for, you have a couple quests that require sage, but the sage is mostly for cooking. Later on in the game, you get different pots that you can cook better stuff in, and sage is a good one. So I'm going to try to. You also get seeds. I would say don't ever throw away seeds. I hardly ever used the sorry, I got distracted. I'm trying to remember where I was at. This is going to happen a lot. I'm going to lose track of thought because I just ramble on a lot of times. So this crossroads is what I was going to say earlier. Is kind of where I want to build. The problem with that is there's a bandit camp right here to the left. And wolves, which aren't that big a deal. So essentially, if you've never seen the map, it kind of goes like this, and then it goes, there's water over here, there's a lake and stuff. But I want to build my starting village on this side, so probably right here. Right around this hardwood maybe, because when I get into tier 2 and get my village hall, I'm going to move all of my stuff over here at this crossroads. And I'm going to put it up here and then build from here forward. But I don't want to build all my stuff. I mean, I can. I did it before. I built it along this hardwood. You know what? Let's just do it. I'll do it here. But there's the 10. We're really close to 10. Copper's back there. I can make it an outpost. I'm not really worried about that. So yeah, we'll just build here again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build this. Tells you what you get from it. You get 60 renown from it once, which helps you hire your first person. It takes 10 wood, 6 flags. So you can just place construction site, click there, or I hit F to do it. And it tells you, which is cool, on the right side you can see resources in the area around your house. So if you're in a good spot, if you're in a bad spot. So I'm going to place mine right here in the middle of this. There. Now, cool thing about this, you might not be able to see it because it's in the trees. Okay, so you can do one dot at a time with what you have in your inventory. Or you can go over to here to build spot, and you can add them individual pieces like this. So 6 flags it takes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 10 wood. So if you have it in your inventory, I don't have 10 yet. I only had, I don't know, 4 or something, because I made my axe, so I needed. And I can't cut these trees down, but again, I am around hardwood, so should be sticks on the ground over here. Alright, I'm going to go back here. So these smaller trees, like these ones that are thinner, are young trees. And they're going to... This might be a tree, though. No, that's... Yeah, these are trees. So they're not that... This one here is right next to it. This is a young tree. This is a sapling, so I can just pull that up out of the ground. That gives me 1 to 2 wood, usually. And then my button C, because I switched my buttons. You can... I think it's normally just the mouse click, but I just... Too many things were... So I switched it up. But anyway, so you need wood. Here's another young tree. Oh, might want to get close to it. We'll go through this here. We'll get the wood that we need. I'm going to fill up on wood because I'm also going to continue building. And again, there's the stuttering. I apologize for that. Again, I'm streaming. Oh, and I'm full. Okay, so I think I got flax seeds. We'll hold on to those. I will eat the berry though, and I will pick up one of the pieces of wood. Okay, so we'll go to that. One thing I also like to do, if you go to your map, you can click on an item. My personal shack, usually I start it out and go to the left, waypoint, click that, for me at least, and it always lets me know which direction my village is in. So if I'm out in the wild, I don't have to open my map, I can just look. You can't tell right now because I'm close to it, but when you're far away, it'll show up on the edge of your mini-map, and then you'll be able to find your way home, essentially. So let me add the rest of these. So my button C, so I don't have to put away my axe, but I just walk around and I just tap the C button, and it just fills in every single one of these spots. And you got to be careful with some of these structures, because if you're in the middle of them when you're building it and it finishes, you can get stuck. I'll do it to show you, but sometimes it shunts you out. It'll just push you. This building might not be too bad because you can walk into this one, but a lot of the buildings you can't walk into. Like you build a player, yeah, see I'm stuck inside of it. But now I'm inside because it has an inside. It pushed me into the inside. So now I get back out. So now I'm in tier 1. At the top you can see that. I've unlocked a technology tier. Talks about the personal shack over there. So now it tells me my quest to wait until tomorrow to talk to... I'm not going to do that. It's 5 p.m. I'm not going to get everything built I usually do because I'm walking you guys through it. But it's everything you can build now. Camp chairs, campfire, housing tents. What I suggest doing, if you don't have a lot of time left in your build, is to get the housing tent built. Because when you go get your first person, I kind of put it close-ish to mine. You go get your first person, if you don't have the housing built, there's all the flax, I need a couple more wood. This deer is just running right by me. That's cool, actually, that they're both running like that. So I need 2 logs as well, which we'll get from these trees, and then I need 3 more wood. So we'll get these logs real quick, and these are single. I like, when I'm just trying to go get 1 log or 2 logs, I like to get these single trees, because there'll be 1 log. Also, you can only fit 2 logs in your backpack, because they take up 9 spots. So that tree falls down. This is not a single tree. It's a double tree, and this is what I'll show you, because you have to cut it twice. Chopping it down takes 7. There are bandits in front of me. Chopping it in half takes 8 strikes. So if I'm going for 1 log, I'm not going to go cut down a multiple-sized tree. I'm going to go cut down a single tree, and then I'm going to take just the 1 log at a time. So I'd rather hit 14 times than hit 15 times. It's just math. It's just... Oh, apparently I am... Oh yeah, rocks. Alright, I'm going to drop those. You just Alt-click, does multiple things at once. I think I had wood. There. Take up that wood, leave the rocks. I'm gonna grab this sapling. That, I think, was enough for the house, maybe? I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Okay, cool. So I got the house. Alright, so same thing. I'm just gonna run around, and this one will get you stuck. So this time I'll finish it when I'm inside the house. See if it shunts me out. If it doesn't shunt me out, I'll show you that there's a way to get out of it. And you can use it in multiple situations. If you're out in the wild and you fall off a cliff and you can't move. Yeah, see, like I'm stuck, but it shunted me to the tree behind. So that's good. A lot of times it'll do that. Sometimes it won't. You'll just get stuck and you have to do it. But if you do get stuck, just go to your menu and then hit the unstuck down here. And it'll pop you, I think, to the closest road, maybe? I don't remember where it throws you. It just pushes you out of the way. Can't do it in combat, I don't think, anymore. You were able to early, but they changed it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and save it now. And we're just going to save it in an empty spot. I'm going to name it the same thing. Just so I have a save. It does autosave. As you can see, when you go back into there, it has autosave. You can also do quick save, which I think is F5. I don't like doing quick saves. I like having a save spot. Hard save. Alright, so we have the housing tent for our first. And each housing tent holds 2 people. If you go to your buildings and population, it shows you right here, 2 assigned. How many are assigned? 1 out of 2. Now when it comes to housing, that means how many people are living in it. When it comes to any other, like this is a crafting, or this is my house, I'm sorry. That's not that's the wrong one. I'll show you with this one here. So we'll go in here now and we're going to build, I'm just going to put it down and then we'll work on it all together. So campfire, I'm going to kind of move it away a little bit, but I'm going to put it in front of our houses. I'm also going to go in. I would like to place all these things down. Unfortunately, some blueprints. Well, let's do the research desk, which you need that one as well. I want to put it here. Oh, it does work. Okay, but sometimes the blueprints will be in the way, and you can't. Like if I wanted it right next to that, it wouldn't let me do it. So I'm going to put this here. Let's see. Should I put it? I'm going to put it close to his house. I don't know if I can fit a camp chest there either. We'll put it right there. I won't be able to put anything next to it because it'll be in the way. So we're going to put the workbench probably by his house. If I do that, all the crafting stuff will be over here. Oh, I put it right on top of mud, didn't I? Okay, so we'll make the crafting area be this way and then behind his house. I like putting it this way, but they get stuck sometimes. So I've learned to leave a little bit of space. So we'll wait on the camp chest because I have everything else placed. Campfire, housing tent, personal shack, simple workbench. And the reason I put 1 research desk down, that's why it's not there anymore. And I need a bunch of stuff. So what you can do is open your settlement, and it goes in here and shows you everything that's being built. Once you have a lot of stuff down the line, you can go into type, and you can go construction site. It will only show those ones. It tells you everything you need. I need 2 logs. Add these up. I need 20, sorry. I thought that was a 3. 20 wood, 5 stone, which I just dropped on the ground, and then 8 flax. So get that however you want. I got some flax here already. What I'm going to do is save these seeds for now, and in your own house, and actually right here, I always forget about this. In their houses, you can store stuff as well, up to 50 slots. Not 50 items, 50 slots. So how the tree took up these 9 squares, you throw it in here, it would go to 12 out of 50 instead of 3 if you throw a log in there. Not a tree, a log. So we'll throw that in there. And then in your own house, you have one as well. So I'm going to go start cutting down some of these trees. If it ever gets to the point, I'm going to wait. I'm going to get the logs that I need. If it ever gets to the point where there's a time where it's just me doing this, I'll skip through it. But early on, the tips and everything, I'm just going to keep talking and I'm not going to skip through stuff. And you kind of have to be lined up. It used to be where you had to be like right on it. Like straight like this. And it would, put like over here. But now, apparently, just as I just showed you, you can just be on top of it, and as long as you're cutting, it'll cut. So that's cool. Because it was annoying before, where I okay, I gotta run over here, and I gotta move around. I need some more rocks. Fit 5 rocks on here? I need more than 5, but I think I have 1. And it doesn't necessarily matter. That's weird that the rock is up in the air. Oh, it's looting. These are the ones I dropped earlier. Just take those. Alright. I'm gonna go over here. We're going to place the logs, and then it's getting dark. Now, I usually don't sleep. Put the stones in there. This is the workbench. I kind of want the research desk done first. Doesn't matter. I'm going to get them all done anyway. I don't have that much flax. there's the logs, and then I need, okay, so wood, flax, and stone is what I need. Oh, I have more stone, so we'll add the stone to that. It should be empty, except for one stone. Did I not need another stone? Maybe I didn't. Okay, I did not need that, so I am just going to throw that out for now. And then we're going to go get wood and flax. There's flax. The more your skills go up, like more harvesting goes up, the more that you'll get from, I don't need this stone, the more you'll get from harvesting something. Like right now, you go to your abilities, I just hit the P button to get to here, but you can, up at the top, you can go through everything, army, all that stuff. It's, the army one is blinking, that's weird, I've never seen that. It's like bouncing. You can see all your skills, this is your skills, this is me. I'm currently getting a 20% skill boost on there. My harvesting is already almost halfway. If I click it, it'll show me on the left everything that's in there. You can read a book to boost it up. Experience. This is experience points you get. Like every time you hit something, you get so many experience points, whatever. It tells you what you get. Chance for extra harvesting yield, 5% chance. Level 2 turns it into 6%. So that's really cool. You unfortunately, I don't know if they're ever going to change it, you don't get strength for doing stuff like chopping wood or mining. I think you should, even if it's 1 experience point per like chop. I think there should be something, but that's just me personally. Especially having played this game with the rules as written for so long and wanting it to be a slightly faster game. I like for it to be as realistic as it can be, while also being fun, because I don't want to play like a modern game, you know, to where it's like, oh, you have to go shopping and you have to do this, and it's like you wait for hours. Like the crafting in this game can be kind of tedious, especially early on, but the point of this game is to have, and I'm sorry, it's dark, I should have made a torch. I'm gonna make a torch because I can see, but you guys can't see, so I'll put a torch in my hand because the video is probably not going to be very bright for you guys. But when it comes to realism, I have to be careful. No, those are wolves. Okay. Let me see. I thought I just saw, yeah, there's another flax. What do I need still? I need 7. That is a 1. Sorry, I also have not the greatest vision. So I need 4 flax, which I think I have plenty of the flax. Okay, so 16 wood. So this, when they're being built, you can say, oh, I want, if you have workers, you can say I want these to be built in a specific order. You can change it like, oh, I want the workbench done first. Well, I probably want the research desk done first, and I want this, and then I'll do the campfire after. And then they'll build those in that order, because they'll be like, okay, cool, this is his priority list. But once they're made, I think these all go back to 5. And then you have to switch it again. Same thing if you rename it, unless they changed it. I named one of my barns once, and then when it was finished, it just went back to being barn, whatever, number 5 or whatever it was. So I need more wood. I have plenty of the flax. Let me see where I can go. I'm trying to stay away from those wolves. Over here should be fine. Behind these. I think that's a tree inside the hardwood tree, like a normal tree. There are wolves in front of me too. They're talking about being, you have to kind of be careful. Like if I go over here, it's wolves and bandits. There's wolves over here. I'm living a dangerous life. You don't have to be like me if you don't want. If you want to build up here. My first game, I built my stuff right here, right as close as I could get, like right above this, as close as I could get to Herondine. I built it right there. Oh, it's doing the stutter stop again. So I let it sit for a second until it comes back. Apologize again for that, guys. I cannot afford a real computer. So, I'm playing on a Windows Surface Pro, if you guys can believe that, and it's streaming pretty well. This is also ultra settings, which it's crazy how technology works. I don't remember how many wood pieces I need, but I'm gonna go ahead and just chop until I'm full. I was just talking about how I can never find stone. That's like all I can find on the ground now. And there's mushrooms as well. I'm not gonna grab the mushrooms right now because I need sticks. And I probably will have to go into the woods with the wolves in a little bit. So as of right now, I'm gonna throw these out. I don't need seeds yet. There's a forester item, or not item, the forester. There we go. Building in this game to where you can replant the trees, and unless it's changed from my memory, the way that it works is when you chop down a tree, not the little ones, not the ones I just chopped down. When you chop down a tree that's already fully built, those spots are predetermined in the game, and those will research desk is complete. Those will be where they put the new tree, essentially. Like, they'll take a sapling and they'll go throw it in that hole where the other tree was, and a new tree will come out of it. Whoop, there we go. Now it's talking about managing. I have a workbench, so I have a crafting station, so talk about building outposts, and there's a bunch of town overview. You can hit tab to open all that stuff as well. I know the buttons, so I don't ever hit tab. It's not my thing. Yeah, the rest of this. Okay, so the very first section, everything I can possibly build will be completed. And then what I'm going to do is there is a benefit to sleeping. I think you get a boost to stuff, especially in the winter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I think I saw them. Where those mushrooms were. I think they're here somewhere, right? In this little spot. Because you can roast mushrooms. There's one. Mushroom. And that's a stone. Was there only one? No, here's a couple more. And then I'm going to have stuff ready. I'm also going to grab... Oh, nope, here's more. Let's grab all these mushrooms. I'd rather just have all these mushrooms ready. Oh, actually, I forgot. I need to build a camp chest. I usually have... That was a stick. I usually have around... a stick. 2 camp chests sitting around before I get to the stockpile. Because you need somewhere to put things that you're not currently using. Like when I pick up an item like a coin or something, I put stuff in my tent, but I usually don't keep a lot of things in there. So what I'll do is I'll place 2 of these. I'm gonna have to get some more flax. So we're gonna put one right next to my tent, which will turn into... Oh, we're really close. How close I can get that? I'm not gonna put oh wait, I don't need this flax, so this flax will go into this. 1, 2, yeah, I didn't have that many. So what I wanted to do was add mushrooms and cook them. And then I need to... Okay, cool, I had enough on there. So I need, what, 1 more flax? Is there not? I thought I saw flax, like, right in here. Somewhere, I was just walking by and I saw it. I'm only going to build 1 chest for right now. Where did I just see it? I'm losing my mind. These are all rocks. It's funny, I was like, there's hardly any rocks anywhere, and now there's too many. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna get a few. Oh, that's sage. I really don't want to grab sage right now because I don't need sage. I always end up grabbing a couple accidentally. We'll just go with that. I need 3 for the other one. Maybe we'll just do it. I just need wood. So let's go back over here where I was real quick. The auto run button. Yeah, I got enough space for these young trees I'm about to chop down. That's a stick. That's a stick. That's a stick. If I can grab it, there it is. That's a stick. And then we're gonna chop. That's a tree. That's not a sapling. That's a sapling. And these are sticks. I'm getting close to these. Oh, those are flags. That's flags. Alright, let's go over here. Getting close to those wolves. I could probably maybe take one right now. I'm just not really worried about it. Again, the last game I played, and I had all my stats boosted up to the fastest, like 400% or whatever, because I was just trying to get through. I was doing it for Steam achievements, and I haven't gotten that far. I was trying to blast through it without wasting time. So I had everything turned down. I had like no raids and all this stuff, just so I could build my town up. You know, oh, my torch just went out. That's okay, because it's going to be daylight soon. It's already 2 a.m. Sometimes it's brighter at nighttime than it is anywhere else. Alright, so this one, I'm going to turn this one into, and this is what you can do when you have a storage container. You got to make sure you do this first. Oh, I should have showed you. Yeah, my torch is broken. I don't really care. I should have showed you this earlier. But what you can do is choose what you want in it. So you can go click on the box itself, and it opens up as everything you currently have. So whatever. And you can select or deselect. Oh, I don't want apples and there are mushrooms, just berries and pieces of cooked meat. Whatever. So this one, I want it to be same with resources. Everything you have, know that exists in the game, you can do it. So what I'm going to do is this one is just going to be food at first, and also wood. So then you'll see it'll be blue and blue. This one has every food, and this one just has wood. But it's blue because it's like, oh, there's something in there selected. So I'm going to drop all those in there. Again, hold Alt and click, and it'll put everything in there. And you can take all the... I need to make another chest. So 6 with 6 wood. Now I'll just take it with me. So I'm going to build this chest over here, probably next to his. I don't know why I hit that button. It's not the button. Like here. And it's good they added this like directional where the thing is, the person or whatever, because they didn't have that at first, and you're just like, where's the front? You try to go by that stick that's there, and sometimes it just didn't really work out very well. All right, and then this one, I'm just gonna put everything but resources, but food, and I'm gonna leave the wood in there too, because eventually they'll have wood. So that is everything you can currently build in your beginner little village until you get more things researched. Speaking of that, I don't have a person, but I can manage it. But this is everything you start out being able to research. The first thing I suggest building, not very many things that you can build starting out, but I would say you either want to do the logging camp or you want to do the foraging camp. I always do the foraging camp first because it gets them going and they can start bringing in stuff. So you need 5 of each of these things. I got the mushrooms. I can go grab berries and stones as well. So I'll go get some stone from over here, and then there's a couple berries actually in this spot too. But you need 5 of each of those. So I'm just gonna grab them. I just like to pregame my stuff and kind of like quickest start. And this isn't the quickest start. This is a fast kind of way to start. Oh, one more berry, because you need to. It's not the fastest for me to start because I could have just blasted through all this stuff and not explained anything, and I would have gotten done a lot faster. Stones is what I needed on top of berries. I think I have more stones. I'm just going to grab 5. I do need one more berry. I'm getting close to the wolves again. I think there's berries over here. But I'm just trying to show you like how ways that you can do it. Again, you can do something completely opposite of me. And I'm making this because I've played through. I don't want to give anything away, but I've gotten as far as you can get in the early access when it comes to quests. Let me grab actually a bunch of berries so we can just have food for our other person. So as things come up, I'm not trying to cut the tree. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. As things come up, we'll go through it then. I'm not going to be like, this happens way down here. I'll do my best to try not to do that. We'll see how that goes though. And as I post these, if any comments are on there, then I will deal with those as well. Also, I just put that food on there and left it go. And if you don't take it off before that blue is all the way around, they become burnt. I think even when there's no fire, because there's still technically a fire. You can't cook them when it's that low, but it'll burn. So go into here and put the 5 berries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stones. 3, 4, 5. And then I need the 5 mushrooms, which I'm going to go over here real quick to my resource one. And I'm going to put the wood in there. And yep. I'm going to go over to the food one. I guess I could have just brought the wood over here. Whatever. Put the berries in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll leave it like that. And I'm also going to take these off so they don't burn. Roasted mushrooms. I should have thrown those on. They don't accidentally hit it twice because then I'll throw another mushrooms on there. I've done this so many times. I get so like ready to go. So up here it tells you just switch to no worker available and missing resources, top right. What I like to do as well, and I'll change this priority and make this 1. When it comes to buildings, that means that if your people have research as one of the things they can do, and they also have crafting, and you set them both, you can set them both at 1 if you want to. Like I usually do research and labor, like I'll do research for my researcher as 1, and then whatever his next skill is, I can't show you right now, I don't have a worker, whatever his next skill is, I'll also set that as 1, because once his researching is done, then he'll move on to the next skill. As later on, as it progresses. Early on, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to whatever. But when I get down the line and there's like nothing left to build and whatever. So as you progress, it changes. But I don't know why it says missing resources. They're all in there. It tells you down here, required resources are 0 of these. That's fine. We just have no worker available. So I did set it to 1 priority, and this tells you how long it is. Up here in the top left of the box says forging camp duration, resources spent 0. That's for when they're doing it. Like, once he starts researching, it'll take these resources, and then it'll give you a percentage based on whatever. I want to see what this is, what the army is bouncing for. Nothing. There's nobody in there. You can also add a squad, tell them how much food to bring with them, and bandaging threshold, like when they'll bandage, and durability of items they pick up, like under 50%. So I never use this slider, and I've never messed with this slider. I haven't actually given them bandages yet. I haven't really played since that's been a thing. It wasn't a thing at first. But it was telling me to do it. So it is 5:30 in the morning. The villagers in town open at 6. I wake up at 6, excuse me. So I am going to... I'm just going to go with what I have on me, because I'll be good. So I should have eaten something else, but I'm going to eat this. I should have grabbed it, but I'll go. I'll pick up a berry on the way. Yeah, I'm already out of stamina. That's okay, though. I got a little while to wait, so I have to wait until tomorrow, which I think it'll be at 7, because villagers wake up at 7, but they don't count it as being like available until 7 when it's not winter. Again, I'm sorry, it's probably dark because of the rain. I'm just gonna go stay on the road and sprint. And again, it is a far travel to get back to town from where I'm at, but there it is. See, it just popped in at 6 o'clock. Okay, so it doesn't wait till 7. It will tell me to do it for this quest. For other quests, it'll tell you, like later on, you'll see them. It'll tell you wait until tomorrow. So I haven't fully tested this, but I'm pretty sure that depending on what time of day, in game, like you can see it bottom right by the minimap, what time of day the quest is handed in into that point. Like if it's 7 p.m. and you're like, I need to go hand this quest in, and you hand it in at 7 p.m., the next day, it literally makes you wait 24 hours. So the next day at 7 p.m. is when it'll count for wait until tomorrow for those quests. I could be wrong with that, but that's been my kind of experience of like how I have seen it happen. I'm stuck on something. I was trying to go up this way. I got confused where I was going. I forgot. So they have this scripted the first, when you first play this game. Day 2 always starts out with stormy weather, dark and stormy. They want you to kind of see what the game's capabilities are. And then
Seeking something specific? Just
the first... Yeah, you don't have it tucked away. The first winter, also you have to put your weapon away before you talk to anybody, or they just won't talk to you, which makes sense. The first winter, however, is on day 7, and when you sleep, or if you sleep, it'll let you know winter will be in so many days. I rarely sleep. I'll probably do it... I should have done it then, but I was doing stuff. But the first winter is short. After the first winter, they're normal winters. They're like 4 to 5 to 6 days. Here we go. Alright, give me a chance to earn your trust. If I fail, I'll leave you alone. Yeah, so again, I'm going with a less, like, rude way. Number 2 seems a little bit more rude, so I'm going to go with number 1.
I'll tell you, we actually have one problem you can try to resolve. If you're willing, of course.
Go ahead, what is it?
It gets cold around here, especially close to the mountains. If we want to keep ourselves warm, we need fur for it, rabbit or wolf pelts, but you see our hunter... Well, we got into a little discussion about how things should work in the village regarding payment.
I'm guessing you couldn't agree with that issue. Yeah, get to the point. We're going to go with number 1.
He doesn't want to work with us anymore, but Herndeen mostly depends on him to provide. I want you to convince him to deliver traps. If you can bring us rabbit fur too, that would be very much appreciated. But we can't expect you to do that every day. We want to be self-sufficient with our fur trapping. So the priority is the traps, and the rabbit fur would be a bonus. Take care of that, and then I will consider your request.
See what I can do? Where can I find him? The hunter.
Go speak with Amelie.
Amelie.
She's a bit of a troublemaker, but her heart's in the right place, or so I have to tell myself. She has a good relationship with everyone in the village, and knows nearly everything that goes on around here. If anyone can point you in the right direction, it's her. That's
what I'll do. Alright. So Emily's here in town. You talk to her a lot. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything. One good thing about this is, since they did the most recent update, they've added interactable like seats and benches. So there are times like this right here where there will just be NPCs sitting. Before, they all wandered constantly and they would never stop walking, and it was really annoying because you had to like go find them, and sometimes you'd have to run. You know, they run away from you essentially. So here's Emily. Let's go ahead and interact with her. She turned.
Greetings, newcomer. Say, have we met before? Your face is awfully familiar.
You have to be Emily. Elder told me you know where I can find Hunter Lubomir.
I am. What can I do for you?
Lubomir, do you know him?
Unfortunately.
I need to find him.
He's in the forest, just up the hill, not far from the village. Perhaps bring a book so you have something to do while he rants at you.
Thanks, I think. Alright, so now it gives me another quest. Visit Lubomir, Netterby, and ask for his help. So, minimap, as you can see, it's down there. I'm just going to follow the road. The village, go out this side. So there is a there's a shrine down here, and they've done something with the shrines. They've actually added, again, I'm not going to spoil it. They've added a better quest for it. So because of that, and I'm assuming this, they removed the interactability with the shrine. It's right there in front of me. From the beginning of the game until you actually talk to... it's part of the quest. You have to talk to the person. So you can grab this box, you can get it. But this is Herondine Shrine. And so right now you can get the stuff in the box. There it is, meat stew, all that other stuff. But you can't interact with the shrine. It doesn't show up as discovered, and that's fine, because you come back to it later. But now there's the shrine. I grabbed all that stuff. Old coins. Those are cool. Actually, I'll let that open. It's not very much of a description there, but you can use it as a different type of currency to gain trust in the village, which is cool. You use that to kind of further along your stuff. So Lumire's right up here. He has his own little camp. Very kind of sad camp. It's just a bench and a cooking pot. Like, he sleeps on the ground or something, but there he is. Okay, so we're going to talk to Lubomir.
What are you looking for? It's dangerous to wander around the woods alone. Haven't you heard about wolves or bandits lurking in this area? You don't look like the hunting type. So what are you doing here?
Alright, Elder Dobrin sent me. He asked for traps if you have them. If people of Herondine need them. I'm going to go with that because he's just kind of... Again, I'm going to go with the nicer responses.
Ha! The people in Herondine? Of course. Now they need me. I'm not going to work with them. Dobron has no respect for my craft. He doesn't value everything I've contributed to that damn village. And until he does, they can fend for themselves.
Can you help me at least? I need to build trust with the Elder. Nobody in the village even wants to talk to me. There's another option. I could do option 2. If you're worried about my well-being, then you should help me. I need traps and rabbit fur. They both give the same thing. I'm just going to go with number 1.
You're asking for help, but you don't know a thing about me or what I went through.
Alright.
I used to be a respected member of the community. I even could have been an elder if I wanted. But they degraded me because I refused to be a slave to Ashbourne's puppets. So I left. I still tried to contribute from a distance, providing them with fur, food, and creating traps for the sake of the village. But they wanted more. When I asked for better pay, the elder said no and actually warned me not to ask again. At one point, he said he'd speak to the Brigands about my behavior.
Okay, so this is an option, like, I wish there was more, like, attitude-wise he could respond, but if you say I don't want to defend anyone, but it seems like Herondine isn't wealthy enough to pay you, and you can also kind of be, you know, empathetic and be like, oh, that does sound rough. They both kind of give the same. I'm gonna actually do that route. Oh, that does sound rough, because
Yeah.
you know,
Well, the fine people of Herndeen don't agree with you. That's why I want to leave that
I'm on
body
his
behind.
side. What do you mean?
Let's make an arrangement.
Okay.
You need traps, and I can teach you how to make them so you can catch smaller animals. You look like someone who can get things done. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a lot going on inside your head.
If you only knew.
I'm willing to join you if you provide me with shelter and food. Together, we can make each other's lives easier in this land. So, can we cooperate?
So this is your first villager. All right, so they did change it then. I guess they made him better. The last one I played through, to go through quickly, he had gourmand. So some villagers have different skills. Lubomir, starting out, beginning of the early access, he only had prodigy, which is great. Gives him a 30% bonus to his skill experience gain. But they added this recently, gourmand, and made him a better cook, which gives his hunger speed 30% less, you know, and it gives him +2 to cooking, which gives him a maximum of 8. His skills, I got like, this is like the best Lubomir I think I've ever gotten, because I usually get a 6 in archery, and I don't really want him to be an archer, but he's got 6 in strength, one-handed, and shield, and a 5 in agility. His strength is already a 2, so it's archery. That's because he's a hunter, whatever. But he has an 8 in cooking, 5s and 6s in everything else. 6s in almost everything except for researching, which is funny because I always make him be my researcher for a very long time. So that's cool that they did that. They added gourmand, they made him a little more. And then it tells you right here, like 53 renown. We currently have 60. And then it tells you like he's going to go +10, whatever. So I think it's possible. Join me. You do that. Now it says he has to join your cause. So he does come with an axe. So you don't have to do that. Now they're talking about how to do, you know, villagers, give them roles, companions, workers, all that kind of stuff. So what I usually do for him is I'll go to here first. And then you go to population. And this is what I was talking about earlier, the skills. So the only thing I have right now is I have a campfire, I have a storage container, I have a building. I don't actually have a building that needs to be constructed, but I think construction is always available now. And then you have crafting. So what I want from him, and do this can show his stats as well. So I want him to research as number 1. And then I'm also going to put this as number 1, because he'll do these 2 until I get another worker. I want him to be building my structures more than researching. I don't know. You know what? Actually, I'll put it to 2 for now. And then, because he is a better cook, I'm going to leave him as a cook. As 3. Trying to think if that's... Yeah, we'll put this as 4, and then we'll leave that at 5. Or maybe we'll also put that at 4. Delivery I usually mix with something, because it's like, there's nothing to craft to deliver, and then if there's... Whatever. So that's good for now. So there's a couple things you can do. If you go into... You can just talk to him. And it gives him all his stats and everything. You could have changed that stuff here too. When you have more villagers, you want to see it all together. He's currently got this stuff consumed. There's his morale. It says he's a companion up here. You can click on worker. Now if you do that, he'll put his weapon away, and it even told you to do it over here, and he'll walk back. Once I let go of his thing, he'll walk slowly back to town. See, look, he's researching. First thing he's doing. I'm going to talk to him though, and I'm going to make him a companion again. Pull his weapon back out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my map, and I'm going to move down to my camp, and I'm going to right click on the map, and now he runs back to camp. Problems that could come out of that is he could run into, I'm going to follow him, but he could run into animals, you know, wolves or whatever, and have to fight. He could also run into bandits. So this specific reason I'm going to follow him. But he is running instead of meandering down there. So I could have him follow me as well, but I don't want him to stop walking in case I'm like get distracted. So I am actually going to grab some, speaking of that, I'm going to grab some stuff on the way home. For myself, I like to say, oh, we do need logs actually. I should chop these down because they're not near our house. He's going through the woods, so he's gonna bypass the wolves. He might not actually. But he's gonna bypass the bandits, and so I'm more worried about the bandits. He can take on one wolf, even with just an axe. But I do need logs. Oh, I'm not chopping the right tree. For the next building, which is going to be the foraging hut and the logging camp, are the next 2 buildings. I need logs for those, so I'm going to go back with 2 logs. Alright. Okay, we'll head back over here. I'm going to auto run real quick, and then I'm going to... Oh, cool. So he's making it back. So what I do is around the same time, I'll open up my squad, my army, by hitting O, and then I'll just close it out, turn him back to a worker. Now he's closer to the house, and he's a worker. So he's going to be starting his research, is what he was going for the first time. Okay. I am again out of food. Well, I have food on me. Okay, let me see. I'm going to research the foraging hut. And as soon as he does that, I'm going to have him research the logging camp. So
don't you think?
yes. If you hit U, it opens up the tech tree, which is a little intimidating at first. There's a lot of stuff. You just kind of look at it this way, like tier 1 was your house. Tells you all over here on the left, you can see the shack, it says 1. Straight up from it is the village hall, that's tier 2. So there's a line here, I don't know if you want me to see my mouse, but right below the village hall there's a line. So everything below that is tier 1. So if I go back to the house, I built the research desk, which opened up the possibility for the logging camp. The workbench, which we already had. Because of the workbench, I now have access to the bloomery, which was on that list. And then you go this way, it gave me campfire as well, and then allowed me to get the housing tent, which I built, and then it gets the foraging camp. So as soon as he does the foraging camp, it'll unlock the next things on my list, which are the smoking rat campfire, the mining camp, the mud collector and shovel, and it's going to unlock the weaver loom. So I do the logging camp after, just because like we need more trees. Like we need somebody to be on trees and stuff. And then I'll do the weaver loom, because after the weaver loom, which you need river reeds for. Alright, so now he's going to be crafting something. I don't know what he would be crafting. He's cooking. Crafting is cooking. So he's going to start cooking stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put probably over here. It's a good spot for it, I think, because the mining camp will go right next to it. I'm going to build a foraging camp. And I'm going to put it... You don't want to put it over top of stuff, because sometimes it'll just, like, erase what you have. So put the foraging camp there. And then I'm going to... You can also set it up before it's done, which is really cool that they added that. I'm going to add logs and wood and flax and whatever. So he'll do that. He has an axe as well, so he'll go chop wood. He'll do all that stuff. So what I'm going to set this up first. Flax and mushrooms, in my opinion, at the very beginning are the most important. Also throw some berries in there. Stones I throw in, and then I do wood until I get the other, until I get the chopping, the wood cutting station or whatever, because they'll just pick this one here. They'll just pick it up off the ground. So there's no wood on the ground, and they won't. So here's the option with this: one off, top up. So I just do top up. I'll only do like, I don't know, like 10 maybe at the most. That means we'll go get 10 of that first, which is important. And then I'll put flax as 2, mushrooms as 2, but I want mushrooms to be above flax. I don't know why to do that first. Same with berries. Berries I'll put, oh, he's building the structure as I'm messing with it. Berries I'll put as, I know it's a lot, like if he's out there he'll get it. But we want food before we want flax. Stone I'll leave it at probably 4, and I'll put, you know what, we'll do this. We'll do that, and we'll put flax as 3. So we're at 1, these 2 are just as equal. And then up here, I'm going to put this as a 1 as well. So when it comes to a gathering, harvesting building, this is the first one that I want. He's already chopping down logs. So I'm going to let him do that real quick. Is that a wolf that's right next to us? I kind of want to take that out. It's right next to where he's... I could regret doing this. Let me... Hold on. Let me go to my food first. And then I'm just going to eat that. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, I had a meat stew. Well, darn it. And agility. A proficient book of agility. That one, I'm actually going to put in here. Same with the coin for now, so it's not a mandatory. Alright, Lubomir. I should be able to take this wolf on by myself, but he's real close to where you are. We'll see, though. I might... Okay, I didn't get close enough for him to activate battle. I want to do this first as well. I also, over here, you probably can't see my mouse, but Lumineer, left of his name, if you click on this little thing here, who says Companion Reservist, turn it green. Anytime you hit, then I hit K, you're building an army. Oh crap, here comes the wolf. So now I have him. Oops, I have him at me. Whoa. Okay, that one hurt. He's coming around to help me fight. He probably would have anyway, because I had him set to hold ground. I can't block wolves, by the way. So I'm going to run towards Lubomir so this wolf doesn't kill me. There we go. Use him as bait. There we go, we did it. Good job. Another thing I want to do now, he's my companion. I want him to loot area, and he'll pick up everything that the wolf had on it, which is going to be Fang. Nice, got a Fang. Health and injuries. Talks about it because I got injured. Alright. And then I'm just going to send him back to worker. And then I can do it from here. So I'm going to go to buildings. I'm going to go to research desk. And then I'm going to have him do the small trap, which is what we need. So I need 2 flax and 5 wood for that. So I'm going to help him with this because I need to do this for the quest. It tells me to have him do all that stuff. Let me chop down this tree. There are bandits in the direction that I'm looking. They are walking past us. We should be fine. He's going to... Looks like he's probably going to get... Yeah, he's delivering. He's taking the wolf stuff and he's putting it in the resource bin. I'm going to do this. 1, 2, and 5. Now he's going to come do that, which is popped up there on the top right. And
Who's up for a break after this?
just give me... You just got here. What do you mean? I'm going to grab all this. He was taking it to... He was taking it to the food. I don't know. Oh, I do have wood, actually. What I'll do is... I will take the mushrooms. I will add the meat. And I will add the wood to the fire. So he's doing that. He's already got the small trap. This guy is a G. He's up for a break. Alright, the next thing, like I said, is going to be the logging camp. The reason why, first off, we need that. Second, the weaver loom is important, but it requires river reeds, which I have not gone to get those yet. I'm also going to keep this fang in here. I'm going to put that in there for now, too. I don't really ever use it, and if it gets dark, I'll repair it. Or actually, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll put this in here, because he's got crafting on his... So you go to manage, you can tell him what you want him to build. So I want him to now build... I'm going to do a one-off of 4, because I want to place one, and then I want him to, he needs 3 for the, well, spoiler I guess, not really, but he needs 3 for that. So right now, he is currently, I don't know, doing something. It's funny, I can see the bandit camp from here, that smoke, above the trees is the bandit camp. Right there, it's that bandit camp. I can see it from here. Which is pretty cool. Lubomir is out and about doing... He's gathering. He's doing something. Let's see, what can I help with? I'm going to go back to here real quick. Logs. Alright, let me put this stuff... Oh, that's what I was going to show you. So, I could repair it. It only takes a couple pieces of wood. I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to go into the manage section. I'm going to put that in there. It tells you here that it needs to be repaired. And when he gets to it, eventually, he'll repair it. I don't really want it. It's kind of a bother to me. I don't really need it currently. What I am going to go do is I'm going to go chop down some logs, because we need a lot of logs for ever. But for the forging camp and for... he must have already hit that one, or I did it. Oh, he was doing that one when I called him for the wolf battle. Oh, this rock is in the way. Too far away. Alright. Another thing is, when I cut these down, he'll come over and he'll just get them himself. So if all I'm doing is chopping, then we are helping. Chopping is helping. So he came over and he started. I thought I heard it. Must have been a phantom sound. It sounded like an extra chop. It could have just been the tree falling sound. Yeah, could have definitely just been that. It sounded like a chopping sound, but whatever. But I'm gonna chop all these down because I'm gonna put the logging camp probably over there, behind me maybe, so they can chop like behind, on the corner of that little intersection. And harvesting just went. Oh, I just did like a animation cancel real quick. All right, we're gonna chop down all these trees in this little copse of trees. We're gonna chop them all down. For the most part, as long as you got your numbers right, and for your when it comes to your companions and their abilities and their whatever they're doing, they'll function well enough without your help. It took me a long time. I can't pick up 3, so I'm just going to go deliver these over here. I think he needs wood. So he's harvesting, which means he's probably going to go pick up whatever this needs. Flax and wood. Now, what did I have? Oh, other thing I like to do is I'll rename this my important ones I want at the top. I'll just put a period in front of it. Also, I'm a stickler, so. And then when I do that, it jumps it. I'll tell you in a second. So he needs one more log. Oh, I should have done that. It jumps it to the top, so I don't have to go search for the research desk. It's all the way over there. He needs a log for that, and wood, and that's probably what he's doing. Because research is #1 for him. So I will.
Why do birds always seem like they're plotting something?
Sorry, Lumir. I just took your log. That was funny. He needs flax. Actually, I'm gonna get some wood because he needs wood for. He'll need wood to make the traps. So I'm gonna cut down these. I'm gonna rip up these little baby saplings, and then this one. Nope, I walked right by it. Cut down these ones. Oh, that's a sapling. I thought that was another tree. I shouldn't have a whole lot of them left. I have 2. Oh, I have 1 tree on me. Okay, I didn't pick up 2. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether or not these saplings turn into young trees. I usually don't let them live that long. And I got a seed. I will need these seeds eventually because this is going to be a game where I play to the end. But I don't need... Did I just get another one? Oh, it's probably the same one. But I don't need them yet. And you get plenty of tree seeds. More than you could ever want. And my main one that I played through... What is he researching? Hold on, I should look. I was selling... Yeah, he's researching. I was selling the tree... what are they? The saplings to the towns. Because... I just had too many. They were taking up the saplings are the same size as the logs, so they were taking up too many spaces in my inventory. I'm gonna put this here, wood, because he's going to. I'm gonna eat this meat stew. He's going to be making these traps right now. As a matter of fact, oh, not right now. Right now, I guess. I need him to make those. After he's done researching the logging camp, now he's done with it. I'm gonna let him do. He's gonna keep building. I need you to. So this is why at the early stages, I need to switch it up a little. So we're gonna make this a 2. I don't know what just happened. There we go. And then we're gonna switch this to a 3 because I need him to craft that stuff. So he started going over there to do that, and I'll build this. I need him to do, yeah, there we go. Nice, and I start crafting. Do I still need flax?
Better and better.
I do. I need 7 flax. Alright, so we'll go get some flax. You need flax for a lot of stuff. As soon as you have a capability of getting farms, you want a flax farm and you want a hemp farm first. Depending on which way you're going, I would say either a 3rd farm should either be garlic or wheat, depending on where you're at. And we'll get to that point. I'm not going to spoil anything or talk about any specific things you have to get into. Oh good, there's more mud right there, so I don't have to worry about where I currently am covering up. I know I don't need this much flax at the moment, but I do need this much flax, so I'm going to grab it. He made 1 small trap. So now, what I'll do, I don't think I have space for it. I do have space for it. I will take that trap, and I'm going to go over here to the food, grab a berry. Alright, so anywhere on the map that you see these little dark, I know you can't see my mouse, but these little dark areas are considered forest. And then what that means is that'll be where you can place traps and it'll catch rabbits. Doesn't matter if there's trees there. Doesn't matter at all. So any of this area here where I've chopped all these trees down, if I just do this, right click on my trap, and once I'm able to place it, it's probably too close, but I'm just going to place it here. These will be moved later because, oh, the construction for the foraging camp is in the way. You know what, actually, I don't want to put that there. I want to put them over, I want to put them there, but there's bandits and wolves. You know what? We're going to do it anyway. I want to put them over here. So I'm going to put it here in this little area because this is the woods. Oh no, there are bandits coming. Yep, those are bandits. Shoot. Oh, come on. Put the berry in there and then run away like a coward. Ugh. I don't think we can take on 2 bandits with axes. Are they coming towards us? We might have to. They are walking across our area. So, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna fight these guys. They're coming in. I did not want to have to fight these guys, but we're doing it. Ooh, archer. I got the archer. I missed. I missed again. Third time's a charm. Oh, okay. Just keep kiting him. What you gonna do about that? Oi! I gotta help out Lumir now. Before he dies. Good job, Lumir. Don't die. Whoa, we got it. Ooh, that was close. Alright, our raid threat increased. Whew, okay. You're good now. That was close. Lumir almost died. I couldn't allow them to walk through. And now we're talking about combat. Because we got into real combat, not just with wolves. Alright, tells you how to attack. And then observing the enemies carefully. That's why I kind of dodged. Weapon types. You know what, I'm kind of... They didn't show... Oh, because it went to the end. Oh, that's cool. You can just go back and forth. I didn't know that. Alright, so Lumire's back to building. I'm going to find this guy's dead body. And Ralph. Something. Money and fish. That fish will be good at the start of the game. And the other guy... They died like right next to each other. The other guy's body is... Oh, that's a log. That's a rock. It's got to be right here somewhere. Did I miss it? Those are all mushrooms. Where did you die? I'm like standing on top of it, it says. Is it this? Nope, that's still a log. Okay. Should be one of these dots. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. There it is. George Bertel. Gold, a bandage, and an onion. Okay. I was hoping for a strap, but I guess we don't really need it yet. That's fine. He, I think, went back to crafting. I'm gonna finish the foraging hut. We don't have enough renown to hire somebody else yet, but because of that, once we do these quests, see now this is already. The cool thing about this is they have storage. This is 150 storage. So if I want to do this and keep my other stuff from getting overloaded, then I'll do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this fish in here and this potato. I'm gonna eat this meat because why not? And then I'm gonna take this bandage because it's kind of in the way. Oh wait, didn't I put something in his house too? Oh yeah, the seeds. I'll throw that in there. He can keep that bandage. He's got stuff. I always forget there's room in there. It is currently 10:44. He is asleep. Because I currently don't have anything really else to do, actually, I do have to bring 3 traps. I don't know if I put enough wood in there. If not, I'll make the traps myself. You made 1 trap. Traps are... I'm going to leave this to a top up now that it's at 2. They're 5 wood apiece. Alright, so I'm going to go grab 10 wood. Oops, I already have my axe out. I'm surprised that I haven't died yet. Usually, the first time I fight a wolf, I get mollywopped. The wolf's just like biting my toes. Alright, so I need 10. I'm gonna grab more than 10 wood, but I need 10 wood for the... I also need a pelt which I have a pelt because I killed a wolf, so I don't even have to wait for that trap to go off. Which usually doesn't take very long, and I don't know if I don't remember if it's changed or what, but they had early on the traps when they were essentially when there was something in it, a blue like beam of light would shoot up from them, and it would show that there is something there, and you would go get it. I don't know if they do that now. I think these are trees. Okay, I don't know if they do that now or not, but I usually don't mess with early on before I have when I only have Lubomir. I have to mess with the traps because it's a hunting thing, and they don't. I'm only picking up sticks. That's fine. They don't mess with the traps unless there's a hunting station, which would be the trappers camp. And we don't have a trappers camp to begin with, so they don't even mess with it. So just be aware of that. They're not going to mess with the. Oh, that's flax. Whatever. I needed it anyway. Just didn't at the moment. They're not going to mess with the traps at all until you have a hunter's camp, a trapper's camp set up. I'm trying to find young trees. Did I just walk past one? I may have. I know, I moved over here on purpose, and there's no young trees anywhere. They're probably over there where I put my traps. Okay. Alright. I know. Are you wolves? Yeah, we're not gonna go that. We're gonna go along the wall. Okay. Here's a young tree. There's like 2 of them right here. Alright, so we're still getting some wood. Yeah, I got enough, but I want to come back with a full inventory. There we go, right there. And again, I apologize if it's too dark. In editing, if I can do it, I'm not very good at editing yet. I'm just starting out. I'll try to make it brighter. Nighttime, I know there's a way to do it. Is that it? Math. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's just after midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. Again, you can sleep. I was gonna do it tonight. We'll see if I can make these 3 traps. That I gotta go hand in to Dobrin in the morning. Well, I only gotta make 2. I have. Wait, didn't I just? Oh, I didn't pick it up. So there's 1 in there, right? Yeah. So I gotta make 2 traps. So then you go to the craft side, and over here on the left, you can choose what you want to do. Right now, I only have 4 things. So you click it. 1, 2. It goes, but if you're like, oh no, I didn't want to waste those stuff, you can just close it, and then close it, and you get all your stuff back over here on the left. But I am going to make 2 traps. This might take a little while, so I'll bring you back when they're done. Alright. So those are done. Let's see. I think the pelt. Yeah. Sorry about the stuttering and stopping. Alright. So it does have on the left side. I have 3 in inventory and 1 pelt. So I don't have to wait for that to pop up. So what I'm going to do to show you, it's 2 a.m. now. Sleep in your personal shack. You used to just be able to touch it, the button, tap it, but I have to hold it down, which is much better. And you can let go. Because I've accidentally put myself to sleep when I was coming to go get in my chest or something. So let's see what happens when I go to sleep. Day 3, 4 days until winter. Yeah, see, it lets you know what's going on. Lumir woke up at 6, not 7, at 6, so he was doing his thing. Whatever that is. The next thing I want him to research
Work, lads, we need
is
to make this
definitely
place better.
it just depends because like what angle you want to go. Like to do plank shield, you need rope. To do rope, you need weaver loom. Weaver loom, you need river reed. I have not gotten that yet. Now I can do stockpile. It's just stones and logs. So I'm gonna do that. Let him do that while I slowly make my way north back up to Herondine. Also, while we're in here, I have the foraging hut. So now, as you can see here, he's got harvesting. I'm just trying to highlight it. There you go. Harvesting as an option. So I have him set as researching, and then crafting, and building and cooking, and then delivering, and then harvesting as an option over here. So I think he should be doing researching, harvesting, and then cooking. I'm running into the wall over here. Thank goodness. My bad. And then back to, yeah, delivering as 4. I don't want him doing anything before researching. Mostly because he's the researcher. I can't do it. And I can build, and I can cook, and I can do all this stuff. Make sure I'm in the right direction. I am going in the right direction. It's just taking me forever because I moved 10 miles away from the village. Said people in the comments. I will sprint. I was trying to multitask. Good thing about it, a new skill, or a new whatever, the structure that pops down, which gives your villagers access to a new skill, is they always set it at 5. So it will get done if there are tasks set. Like, I already had them preset. So the foraging camp is here, and I already have them preset. For top-ups, if I have 10 wood in my... I'm stuck on a fence. In my settlement, which I currently have 7, you can see it down here, then they won't get wood. It'll say target met or whatever. We won't remember where it says it. Same with mushrooms and everything else. So if I have those from another source, then they won't waste their time doing it. It's only if it's needed, and it'll go in the order based on priority of building structure, and then it'll go in the order based on priority set to each individual villager's tasks for their job. How do they label it? Job priority. Priority, I think is what it is. Where you go here, job priorities, top right over here. You can check all their stuff they got. Like, what does he currently have on him? He is currently researching, so he doesn't have anything on him. Alright, so we're getting up to Dobrin now. We're going to hand in all this stuff.
Let's talk.
We're going to talk.
You're back. Did you manage to convince him?
Here's your fur. Don't ask me how. Are we good yet?
That's good. Really impressive. Unfortunately, that's not the end. I need something more from you.
Got 30 renown for that, too, on the left.
You see, we have a problem with wolves, and someone has to take care of them.
Okay, so 2 options. Both pretty much do the same thing. Have you lost your mind? Hunting rabbits is one thing, but fighting with wolves. That sounds dangerous. I'm not sure if I'm ready. So, okay, I'm ready, but I'll just say that.
You showed me you're true to your word, but I need more to trust you. Will you do it for me or not?
Fine. I'll bring you wolf pelts as a trophy. Alright, I got some trust, 50 trust with Herondine. To the left of the minimap, you can see over there we're stranger, 50 out of 100. I have a quest that says, find the wolves, making the lives of the villagers miserable, and kill 2 of them. So my quest marker sends me that way. Alright, so what we're going to do is, check the map, we're going to look and see, it's close to me, and it's not really in the way. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to call him to arms. I'm going to head that way. He's going to come to me. So I got to kind of skedaddle, scoot and move faster. I'm going to have to pick up a berry on the way. Give me more mushroom, whatever, honestly, whatever comes first. So he'll make his way to me. So normally I could have selected the, you know, put a spot on the map for him to go, but as you can see, it's all Fog of War is here, so I could tell him to go here maybe, and he would go, because now he's walking that way. So actually maybe I will tell him to go there first, and now he'll go this way. He'll go straight across, and once I make my way over here, we'll kind of meet up in the middle, maybe a little. God, that auto walk took me where I needed to go. Get me out of the village. I think I'm still in the village. I can't pick up anything yet. Once I get out here past the shrine... Okay, I can harvest berries, so I'm gonna heat that. Give me a little bit more health, and a decent amount of stamina. Also, if you run with your weapon, or your shield, or a bow, you run faster. It doesn't look like it, but you do. When I have my bow, I run a lot faster. Now I'm getting close to where I told him to go. I'm going to hit Q to have him follow me, and he'll start following me. He's coming at me. He was like right there. So now we're going to go up here. It's past the copper. It's up top, the top end of the copper. So I'm not going to grab it yet, but I will grab copper on our way back down, because there's copper up there as well, where the wolves are. And he's coming. I'm much faster than him, even when I'm walking slowly. Actually, my agility is the same as his right now. We're both at a 1. You don't get agility for running. You get agility for using the bow. I don't quite agree with that either. I think there should be some way that you gain agility from running, like sprinting maybe, like every couple steps or something you get an experience point, or I don't know, every step you take you get an experience point when you're sprinting. That'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool. Like, oh, I'm out here running next. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him. There's 3 wolves up here. You only have to kill 2. Again, you can't block wolves or boar with a weapon. Like, oops, my bad. I meant to hit left click, but you can block different angles and stuff. Even down, but you do that, it doesn't block a wolf. So what I'm going to do is he's set to charging. He'll attack when they come over here. I don't want him to get too far up there, so I'm going to move up a little. Hopefully move this way maybe. Get one wolf to see. Oh, Blue Mare ran in. Okay, we got one. I missed. I hit him. Okay, he's dead. We're gonna. You know what? Actually, loot that first. I'll let him loot that body. He picked up 2 pelts and 2 pieces of meat. All right. Now there's 2. Oh, we might have to fight them both at once. Okay, one's coming. All right, cool. So the other one's either stuck or it hasn't come yet. I feel bad. I feel bad having to kill wolves. All right, nope, it's just stuck. I think. Yeah, it's stuck over here. That's unfortunate. Might not be able to get it. We might. Okay, I'm just gonna. Sorry, I know. All right, and because of that, I'm not gonna make him get that one because he would probably get stuck. I'm gonna have him grab that wolf. All right, and okay, and then I'm gonna give him, if he can hold it, as much. I'm gonna give him both the. No, give me that. I'm gonna give me that. I'm gonna give you both the meat, and then he's done. So now I'm gonna send him home. Thanks, little mirror. All right, and what I'm gonna do? There's nothing in there. You can go in there and look if you want. Actually, I haven't looked in there since they've updated. Did they put something else in here? There's like skeletons and like a dead body. That's probably just a rock or something. Oh, there is a chest. Oh, there's stuff up here. There never was before. That's cool. And you can get out this side. Up. I never knew you could come up this way before. It must have changed it. It used to just be cave where you couldn't go. So, and there's fall damage in this game, by the way. So be careful with that. It's not as crazy as you might think. Like, I'll show you. I'll jump off of this ledge. Nothing. Took no damage. So it's a lot higher than that. But there is fall damage. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this copper ore. All of it that I can fit. Nope, that's stick. I don't want that. Okay. Unfortunately, I did pick up other stuff. I could eat this turnip if I needed to. I got another coin for that as well. So, copper, and I don't know if this stuff, I don't think this stuff respawns once you pick it up off the ground. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So there's like one time you can get this, but sometimes around copper, if you look close, you'll also find a tin ore sometimes. Lots of stones around these things as well. None of that's tin, I can tell by looking at it. Okay, so we're done up top. I'm gonna go down here to where the way we came up, where the other copper ore is, and I'm gonna pick up copper. when I get, it's down here. When I get close, actually, do that now. See where he's at. Oh, he's there already. Fast. Just put him back to work. Alright, and then I'm gonna grab... So there might be tin here on the ground. So if there is a tin, I'll probably have to swap it out for something. But I'm gonna grab all the copper that I can grab. What space do I got left? Oh, I'm full up right now. Okay, so we do have 2 books, crafting and cooking. So what I'll do is I'm going to give myself crafting, because it takes so long to craft. And then I think I can reach him from here, maybe. Go into his attributes. I can. And then I'm just going to give him cooking. He's going to read that. And it takes 30 minutes. So now there's 2 spots open. So that's pretty much it. Now, if I can find a tin, I'll grab it. But I don't even need to. I just realized I put my camp next to a tin. Whatever. I also have 2 pelts on me, so I'm going to go back to Dobrin. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Let me eat this. He gives me stuff. Maybe I'll give him that coin. I don't know if I can give him the coin yet, but I'm going to give him the coin. No, let's just go back following the road. It's much faster. This way to get back to him. It's the 3rd time I'm going to be passing this shrine without being able to grab it. They added some village improvements for your own village and for these villages in the game with this update. I like it. I like what they're doing. However, I wish there were more things you could put in your own town. Because there are things that this town has just sitting around that make it look more like a town, like bales of hay. That would be cool. Maybe not so much a burnt out building, but I mean, there's like just stuff. Tell me that didn't sound like Mila Kunis. There's just stuff that's kind of like makes it look lively, you know, like an actual town. I kind of also wanted to build near a ruin. There's a couple ruins in the game that are, you can't start there. There's no way you'd start there. You'd have there bandits nearby. But I think having a town where there's like these guys have like trees in their town, which if you plant hardwood and you don't have your people do hardwood, then there will be trees in your village. But I wish there was more things we could put in our own village to make it look more lively. But either way, got the pelts.
Good day.
Regarding the wolves.
Wait, you're back again. Surely you didn't...
So I got the pelts on the wolves as requested. They won't be a problem anymore. You could also be like, oh, you didn't expect me.
It's much appreciated.
Can I continue to investigate in Herondine now?
Yes, I suppose you can. Even though I might question your mental state for taking on those wolves, you've shown you're not a danger to us. Indeed, you seem to be more of a danger to yourself.
Excellent. I'll get to work then.
Anything else?
Alright, so he gives you 150 trust, which pushes you up to associate. Okay, so I can say I have something special for you. And then... So I was sure you were going to tell me more about those coins I found. Can you tell me more about them now?
Oh, I see. Those coins are from the times before the last rebellion. No one uses them anymore, but they're a precious and nostalgic symbol for people throughout Karvenia. If you bring them to the elders from the lowlands and highlands, they will surely regard you more kindly.
Alright, I will. So now you get to the step. Sometimes it shows up on the buy side, and people are like, I don't know what I do. Do I drag it? Do I whatever? No. You just saw it, but you click on sell, and you can sell wolf fangs, old coins, boar tusks, and sag. So, again, each of these say 50. You can still take a total of 50 of coins. Each of these are worth, coins at least, are worth 30. Quick math on that, it'll tell you how much you can get. And I'll show you the map real quick. But I'm going to sell this one to him. So it gives me 30 more trust. It's just also so it's not in my bag. And then he also got the stockpile research, which is cool. Now, if you see on the mini map, there are these bubble dots, bubbles with dots in them. That means there's quests available to take. Now, over their heads, like this, is a question mark, which is a quest available.
Doing? Any progress in your search?
I talked to Emily, even though I'm looking away from her. How rude. I'm thinking about what I should do next. Any ideas?
I presume you're going to stay in the lowlands for a while, so I think you should work on your camp. It's your home sweet home after all. And your place to protect yourself and plan your next moves, if that kind of thing matters to you. Hire some people and build more useful structures. You don't want to keep living in that uncomfortable shack, do you?
What should I do after I recruit some people?
I heard Elder from Padstow has a problem with bandits. It's an opportunity to meet some of the villagers there and gain their trust. Earn some coin, maybe. Even if you don't find the answers there, you'll at least gain some funds for your search. And by the gods, be careful when showing off that sigil. You might run into someone willing to kill to protect its secrets.
Thank you for your advice. Bye, Emily. Alright, she also has another quest. She apparently gave me a grilled fish.
Gods above,
Oh no, we got
did
that.
you really kill those wolves
got
for
that.
the Elder? That's hilarious.
Why is it so funny?
Nobody thought you would actually do it, least of all the Elder. He was just trying to get rid of you. I wish I could have seen his face when you actually showed up, furs in hand. Just for that, I'm happy to help you. But I need something in return first.
What do you need from me?
You're going to help me kill the Lord of the Lowlands.
Okay, so the options here. So, honestly, yeah, wait, are you serious is an option. I assume he's the most protected man in Lowlands. Going after him sounds like a suicide mission. I'm gonna go with that one.
It's just regicide. How dangerous can it be?
Regicide, yeah.
But seriously, if you really want to help, let's start with the people of Handine. The Lowlands is in a tough situation, and there's plenty of need. In the case of Dobron.
Sorry.
So I want to do something about it. Just don't tell Dobron.
She said the elders are overwhelmed and incompetent in most cases, is what she said if you couldn't hear or read it. So great, tell me where to start. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
You have the freedom to talk to people now. Lucky you. Let's find out who needs help.
You seem to have issues with Elder, why is that?
Handine and all of the Lowlands is going through a difficult time. We're hungry, getting taxed into poverty, and dealing with threats from bandits and brigands. And yet, our Elder isn't doing enough to make things better. He doesn't want to step on any toes, and I'm the only one here who questions his lack of action. So yes, we butt heads a lot. That's why we have to work behind his back to help my people.
Alright. You talk about Lord Ashbourne. Elder Auburn mentioned him. Who is he?
Ah yes, the Lord of the Lowlands. He is one of the Queen's peons, sent to oversee the people of the Lowlands. He's the one who's taxing us so harshly, and letting us starve while he feasts every night. But he also has eyes and ears everywhere, so everyone is terrified of speaking ill of him. Everyone except me, of course. I know he's a shrew in wolf's clothing.
Alright. That's all for now.
Before we begin our work, I want to know more about you. You've come to our village from Westerfield of all places and surprised us all, but why?
Someone close to me was killed, and I believe the execution order came from someone in the Lowlands. I'm trying to find out who. Or you could ask something about her, about trust. I'm gonna go with number one.
I see. Well, I hope we can help each other.
I trust her.
Now let's get to work.
Agreed.
Anything else?
Can I help you with anything?
So I've been thinking about ways we can make fools out of the Brigands because, well, you know why. I've formulated a plot that will scramble their tiny brains. If you're interested, of course.
Of course I am. I'm listening. What's your plan?
The Brigands are dangerous because they're well organized and they trust each other. So I think we should decimate that trust and organization. I've taken something valuable from one of them, a token. And I happen to know where they keep their secret stash, where they hide loot from their leaders. Place the token in there and let the accusations fly.
Alright, count me in. Alright, so her request is simple. It's close by. We'll do that soon. But I'm going to grab these other ones. Oh yeah, trust and renounce. We just gained all that, so we're just going to talk about that. Okay, so this over here, we're going to go to Oscar, the bookseller. He gives me the quest about shrines.
Step closer, gentlefolk.
Bookseller.
Welcome to my bookstore.
Call me a gentlefolk. I'm going to go with, can I help you with anything?
Oh, I was hoping you would ask me that. Your knack for uncovering mysteries is just what I need. I've unearthed something that might greatly benefit from your unique talents.
How do you know me like that already? You've caught my interest. What is this special something?
Ah, it's a task suited to someone of your discerning nature. Hidden across our wilds are ancient shrines, each one a repository of forgotten wisdom. Would you like to know more?
Ancient shrines, you say? Sounds like something worth learning about. Where should I start?
Exactly. Your sense of adventure is unparalleled. These enigmatic relics are scattered throughout the lowlands, with one not far from here. I'm certain someone of your capabilities will find them quite revealing.
I'll admit it, I'm intrigued. I'll explore these shrines and report back to you with my findings.
A wise decision. Even a chance encounter with these relics could unveil secrets that only someone with your insight could decipher. I eagerly await your discoveries.
Alright. Lubomir has been down there doing his thing. Collecting and chopping wood and cooking. I don't have anything for him to research. That's why he's doing all that. So... we're gonna, I don't have him, we're gonna go with Trapper's Camp. He doesn't have Simple Cord. Okay. So that is kind of where it'll end with him for now. I don't really need all that stuff yet. He could do this. I guess I could do the mining camp just to get it out of the way because I'm not down there. What I'm going to do right now, though, is we're going to do this really quick. We're going to hire somebody. So if you go to your map and you can click on... Well, okay, hold on. Go to your journal, and I'm going to track this quest because I got to click on this. So if I click on... And I'm going to go get that quest later. I see walking away available quest. Click on this. It gives you on the left. It gives you everybody that's in the village available to hire based on the trust rating. We're currently an associate with 1 dot. This is the trust level and goes up to friend over here. So all we can hire now, at the top you'll see 3 of them. Those are the beggars. Don't hire them ever for any reason. And then you have 6 people here that have 1 dot status. So what I like to do is I'll start at the top, like I'm assuming down here this farmer is the best, and then it just goes like this down the line, whatever. So we're going to go with this lady, Nora Hammett. You click on it, it puts a little thing on the side, and then it goes to... Okay, it's spoiled food, good. And then it puts it on your map, which is really awesome. This wasn't a thing before until this latest update, and this makes it so much better. Again, I'll go back and talk to that person. I want to hire a second person, and then I'll probably end this episode that way. It's pretty long, even if I cut it. So let's go ahead and quickly check these people out. All these villagers pretty much say the same thing, so I'm not going to worry too much. But again, Lowland's a dangerous place. We can work together and have each other's backs.
I've seen the good you've done for
So
this
yeah, so
community,
different...
and I want to
Oh,
help.
defender.
So yes,
I don't really care too much
I'll
about
work with
pessimism. I'm not really worried about it. You are a defender. They give +2 to one-handed and shields, no archery damage. They deal less damage, piercing damage, excuse me, and their attack speed is 20% higher. So, for starting out, honestly, that's pretty good. She has a potential for 4 to strength and agility. She starts out with a 2 one-handed to 3 shields. And she also has 3s and 4s for all of her skills over here, harvesting being her highest, at already being a 2 out of 4. So she is a good runner-up. She only takes one... I can only get one person right now. So honestly, I'm just going to go with Nora. I'm not even going to look at the other ones. We're going to pick Nora. I'm going to say... I'm glad to hear it. There you go. So, she doesn't come with anything. She won't have any weapons. She's just a basic person. She does, all she's got is what she's got. I don't remember. They probably have. They come with. Yeah, they come with consumed foods. Yeah, she's got a potato. She's got a berry. She's got a roasted mushroom. So what I'll do is I'll send her home real quick, down there with Lubomir, and then I'll go back to this menu. It's population now that I have 2. Let's see. So she's gonna need an axe. I'll have to make her one, or Lubomir can, or whatever. So she has pretty bad crafting. So I'm gonna take off her cooking because Lubomir's the cook. She's also not gonna research, and she's not gonna craft. So I think what I'll have her do is research, or not research. Excuse me, harvest. Let's put her harvesting at 2 and her laboring at 1. Just because when I have buildings built, I need her to be over there doing that. She has farming, which we don't have farms yet. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave that is a 5 because it doesn't really matter. It'll just be 1, 2, 5. And that will be all she does currently. So she'll be doing this. So now I can turn this into 2 crafting for him, 3 cooking. Maybe I'll leave the harvesting one for now for him. So there, Nora is there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab this other quest over here. There's 2 of them. Yeah, let's grab these quests real quick. Nope, I missed. Just talk to me through the fence.
Hello.
Can I help you with anything?
You're just the person I was hoping to run into today. My wife, bless her heart, has been poring over one of the new books Oscar brought in. She believes she's found a cure for my memory has been dodgy as of late. So I could really use your help gathering some herbs.
They're going to have to rewrite this and get voice actors because there's not really any inflection with AI, but that's okay. Of course, Dalbert. I'd be happy to help. What herbs do you need?
You're a good egg. Here's the list.
Hemp and sage, apparently. Right there on the
They
left.
grow near the old well outside the village. It's a bit of a trek, and I don't have the stamina I used to.
Alright. It needs me to get hemp and sage. So it is getting late. It's 9. These guys don't go to bed till 10. I saw another quest in here. But what I'm going to do, I don't think I can make it. Actually, I'm going to go try to find the quest. It's got to be someone that walked outside of town. Because I want to have all this stuff available for us to do. Come on, where'd he go? I know there was another one. Oh, there it is. Yep, they walked outside of town. Okay, so they're over here. I got to get to them before 10 because they start walking in their homes and going to sleep before 10 o'clock. Right. Farmer.
You've got to
Mona.
help me.
Oh, this is the
I'm
chicken
losing
one.
chickens. Every night more is gone. Those hens, they're my livelihood. Meat, eggs, I'm ruined if this keeps up. I need someone who can figure out what's going on. Will you help? I can't promise much, but I'll give you what I can. I need this nightmare to end.
Alright, when did they start disappearing?
It's been about a week now, maybe more. At first I just thought it was 1 or 2 wandering off, but no. Every night since, more and more are missing.
Do you suspect anyone in the village?
I don't want to believe it's one of our own, but, well, Theodore has been acting strange lately.
Theodore, huh?
And looking a bit more plump, too.
Okay, how can I help?
Perhaps you could investigate the coop, see something that I might have missed. You could also speak with Eliza Greenberg, Theodore, the blacksmith, and Marin Lupton. They live nearby and might have heard something.
Leave it to me. I'll help find those chickens. Alright, so it is past their bedtime and my bedtime. And also this episode's bedtime, as it were. So, I think, in the light of this torch, we're going to go ahead and call this episode done. So, got some good progress done today. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to keep making more. Hopefully they'll be a lot shorter than this in the long run. But I want to play it through, and I want to get the quests so you guys can follow along. I'm not trying to fast track it. I'm not trying to go past any quests and just zoom by these people. I want every word to be heard as best as we can. So appreciate it again, and thanks for stopping by, guys. I am Ronan, and have a great one.